All right, it's Wednesday night's weather for Weather Geeks. That means Andrew's here.
Yeah.
Andrew of Andrew's Answers.
Yeah.
I understand that someone gave you the weekend off this week.
Yeah, someone.
And so there'll be no Andrew's Answers
There'll
this
be
weekend.
no Andrew's Answers
There'll
this
be
week.
Jess's Answers on Saturday, my Answers on Sunday. Maybe we should have a Jess's Answers and Eric's Answers segment. But when things return to usual on WFMJ weekend today, tell us what Andrew's Answers is.
So people send in their weather-related questions or even science, nature, astronomy. They can send them in to me via email, Andrew at WFMJ or weather at WFMJ. And basically when you send in those weather-related or whatever-related questions, I answer them on air live on Sunday, weekend today at 9 a.m. the second hour. So I love getting those questions, and you can really, it's as easy as just commenting on this link. You can just comment your questions. You can send them in via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. There's my handle there at Andrew WFMJ. So I'll get them. I'll answer them on air.
Very good, very good. It's a good segment, and it's always good to talk about science on TV. All right, you cooked up this graphic this afternoon showing the last 5 summers.
Yes.
And, our forecast for this summer was for it to be the warmest summer since 2012. Look what's happened. It's been the warmest summer since 2012.
Exactly.
At least through July, whatever today is, the 27th.
Yeah, we're getting close to it.
Yeah. This graphic covers through August 1st for the previous years, but, we're only a few days away from August 1st. So look at the change, though, over the last few years. We, of course, had no 90-degree days back in 2014. It was a cool summer. Last year was only slightly warmer, and this summer's been a lot warmer.
Yep.
We've had, I believe, now 11 consecutive above-average days here in Youngstown this month. Quick review of the last 7 days, and look at these temperatures. I mean, yesterday was the coolest day, 85.
Yeah.
Other than that, we've been in the upper 80s and lower 90s all the way since late last week. I'm getting to the point of summer now where I'm a little tired of summer. Yeah. I'm just at that point where, like, a crisp fall day is starting to sound...
Yeah, it is.
Kind of good. Like, even a rainy day would be okay with me as long as I'm not playing golf or something. But, just a cool rainy day just to spice it up a little bit.
We got 1 month left. And I think that then I'm starting to get like you are. Ready for fall.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Ready for football season.
Yep.
Oktoberfest beer is good. Things that we think of when we come to September and October. All right, local highs today, 88 here in Youngstown. Down in New Philly, where I'm from, someone has a blowtorch on the thermometer again. 95 there, although Zanesville's 94, so that might not be far off. Pittsburgh was 90, so it was Cleveland this afternoon. We've shown this graphic a few times. Just amazing how hot the inside of your car can get. And I've seen news stories again over the last couple of days. I forget where they were. One of them might have been in Ohio, where someone left their kid in the car, and the child unfortunately died.
It's crazy. It's
just amazing. This seems like common sense, but it's just amazing how much it happens. And today was 88, close to 90. That means the inside of your car within 10 minutes, 109 degrees.
And the crazier thing, too, is when you're walking the dogs on the concrete, on the asphalt, that 90-degree mark turns into 130 to 140 on concrete and asphalt, respectively. It's crazy to think that it's that difference just by hitting 90 degrees.
Yeah, exactly. And that's too hot for your dogs. It's too hot for you, which means it's too hot for your dogs.
Exactly.
You wouldn't want to touch asphalt that's 130 degrees.
Yeah.
And neither does your dog, that's for sure. All right, another nice pass to the International Space Station tonight. We've got some ace photographers here in the valley. Leanne,
really
I believe Leanne's in Girard. She a lot of times captures, what do you call it? Not stop motion. Some sort of photography where it can show the space station the entire flight across the sky.
Okay.
She'll oftentimes send in a picture when she has a clear night and the space station goes overhead. So another nice pass this evening, starting at 10:12. I'm going to remember as soon as we stop recording this what kind of photography that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Motion capture? No, that's not it. Anyway, big bright pass. This is almost right overhead tonight.
Yeah.
So that's going to be pretty awesome. Right around 10:12, appearing in the west-southwest sky, disappearing in the northeast sky. All right, today wasn't that muggy. Nope. Tomorrow is going to be different. Now, this is just one model, and this model tends to overcook the dew points a little bit. Yeah. But still, we could have dew points by tomorrow afternoon getting well into the 60s, particularly in the southern part of our viewing area.
Sure.
So we're going to start hearing from people tomorrow, hey, humidity.
How about the humidity on Monday?
Oh.
Was it 77 at your house?
Yeah, I had a 77-degree dew point in my house. I told Lindsay on the air, I tried cutting the air with a knife, and it worked. You can actually do it. It was that bad. We won't be quite that high tomorrow, but we're getting there. And I think Friday's kind of a muggy day, too, with dew points again well into the 60s, close to 70. So today, the last day with low humidity for a while, maybe until early next week. All right, we've been wrestling a little bit here internally with the rain chances over the next few days. We'll be dry tonight. Looks like tomorrow is still a largely dry day.
Yeah.
This front, the boundary between high dew point air and lower dew point air, is going to start wiggling north. Just showed you the dew points. They're coming up tomorrow. Boundaries nearby. It might be a shower.
Sure.
Before the day is through, but I don't think it does much tomorrow. If it does, it's pretty late in the day.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, wave of low pressure goes east, taking most of the moisture. I think there's still going to be a boundary somewhere nearby. Mm-hmm. So we have to allow for the possibility of a shower and a thunderstorm Friday. And although our model doesn't show much here, you and I were talking about this afternoon, I think it looks like we have to make Saturday now the wettest day with the highest chance of rain. Out of the next 4 or 5. That said, I think Sunday could still feature, spotty activity as well. We're going to be in this juicy air mass, and with a front somewhere in the vicinity, middle of summer, you got to allow for pop-up shower and thunderstorm activity. All right, rainfall amounts on the modeling through Friday night. The RPM goes a little crazy here with half an inch to 3/4 of an inch. That's a little more like crazy Uncle Nam usually does, but NAM is a little more reasonable this time around. An average here with the NAM, the GFS, and the European of about 1/4 of an inch through Friday night. That's just, this is geared towards Vienna, where the airport is. Yeah. So your mileage may vary. But generally speaking, that's what the modeling is showing through Friday night. All right, the heat's going to come back next week. Now, we're not going to see 97, 98 degrees like our neighbors to the south, but this weekend, one of the reasons why we have to allow for a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity, there's just some weak troughing aloft, moving through the Great Lakes, little impulses, a little vorticity, a little fancy meteorological term for you there, a little vorticity moving through that causes some uplift in the atmosphere and sometimes brings some rain. Then once we're done with the weekend, this ridge is going to start popping up again across the middle of the country. Dallas is going to bake, Oklahoma City's going to bake. Little Rock, Paducah, St. Louis, places like that will be, as usual this summer, on the fringes, which means we're not going to see 97, 98 degrees, but could we see 90 again next week? Yeah, it's possible.
Which is good enough.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine for most people.
Yeah. It looks like the heat kind of peaks middle of next week. Here's the European model ensemble temperature chart here. Mid-80s, maybe upper 80s for a few days, middle of next week. And then the trend after that seems to be kind of a retreat back to average as we head past the 5th of August. Hard to believe August starts on Monday.
Yeah.
Olympics here before you know it. Canfield Fair.
Yeah, I was about to say, 30 or so days before the fair.
I got a call from a viewer today asking about the forecast for the Canfield Fair. A little early for that.
I still haven't lost my way from the Molnar Cinnamon Roll I ate last week. I still haven't lost that.
You didn't sweat it off at the rest of the... It's usually so hot at the Canfield Fair. They sweat off all that stuff. All right, follow Andrew on social media and follow his food shenanigans as well. I'll see you tonight on 21 News at some time after the DNC.
Whenever Barack Obama decides to stop talking.
Yeah, he's not scheduled to go until 10:30. I bet we're not on until about 11:30 tonight. So stay up late, check out the DNC, check out 21 News tonight. I will see you then.